Good morning, everybody. This is Max Farrow from DexIndicators.net. In this series, I wanted to show you quickly how to keep a journal and what to keep a journal of so you can send to us so you know how to start tracking your progress and being able to sort it and use it. I'm going to be showing you in Google Documents. So if you have a Gmail account, great. If not, I would suggest getting one because they got some good systems in there to be that are free, that you don't have to worry about, having lunky software around like Word or spreadsheets or Excel or stuff like that. If you're not going to be using it all the time, you're only going to be using this while you're trading. So it's a pretty good system to get. So get a Gmail account. Once you do, or if you already have, jump over and there'll be a 9 little dot package called Google Apps. And when you click on that, you'll see Drive. And it'll bring you to the Google Drive. And what you want to do is just come up here and click New and go to Google Sheets. Okay. And in Google Sheets, this will be the blank spreadsheet that we're going to use to house our information. Now, this system is extremely easy to use. It has the naming solution up here, which you could say trades. Oops, I spelled it correctly. There we go. Okay. And down the bottom, it has sheets. Now, a sheet is just this information here. If I hit the plus sign, it's going to give me another sheet. So if I have data on this sheet and I switch to sheet number 1, you can kind of see that they're two separate data sources. So you can have, say, demo trades on this one. If you double click into where the sheet is, you could say live trade information here, or it could be just about anything you want it to be. But for right now, what we're going to do is just show you how to drag your information over into this area and copy and paste good information from your transaction sheet from Nadex itself. So go ahead and open up your Nadex account, and when you're searching for your history, come up to My Account, click on History, go to Transaction, and now you'll be able to easily find a search reporting period, last 6 hours, last 12 hours, last 24 hours. And it'll pull up this box here. You can expand this box easily enough by just clicking and dragging one of the corners. Now, this information can sometimes become very convoluted, right? Because you got a lot of minuses, a lot of pluses, and you have a couple of pages of information, right? But when you first get it, it's to the furthest part out, furthest date out. When we want to highlight this information, you want to do so from the bottom up. So you're going to click in the bottom right-hand corner, hold your mouse button, and drag the mouse up to it's all selected, but just within inside the parameter. Don't select the gray box. You're going to right-click and hit Copy. You have to make sure that you do it this way because for some reason, if you copy from the top down, it saves the information a little bit differently. We want you to go back over to your spreadsheet, make sure the box up in the top left-hand corner is selected. You're going to right-click and hit Paste. And this is how the data is going to be strung into your spreadsheet. Now, if you notice, one of the boxes is a little short, right? It doesn't give all the information. So click on the main column, hover over just the separator bar, just when you get a double-headed arrow, and click and hold and drag to the right until you see all the information. This way, it'll give you all the information that you needed in the data itself. Now, once you have a string of data here, separating it so you can really see it begins to become a little bit of a process. But this is okay because it's well worth it. After you've made your trades for the day, you don't have to worry about separating it out each time. But you definitely want to have it to where you can separate the trades and which one's which and how well you did and all that kind of good stuff. But do that after you've traded. I'm going to go back over the Nadex. I'm going to find my data box. I'm going to go to the next page and grab all my information. Right click, copy, back to my trades page. Now, when I'm adding in a second, I want to make sure that I'm all the way over in the bottom where I want it to appear. Right click and hit paste. Okay. Try to keep the data in consecutive order. This way, later on, I can show you how to sort it. You would sort it by sheet, by the time period. You could also sort it by the date. if you got multiple dates. Okay, so as we know, sometimes we make a couple of trades in a row. Sometimes we make a single trade and then another trade, and it doesn't close out for a little while. So it's a lot of sorting and figuring out as you're going through. Now, if you just want to know how well you did for the day, you want to tally everything up, there's a small little algorithm that you can do to learn the process. The equation is simple. Equals sum, S-U-M, bracket. Now, once you put that bracket in there, you want to click on the area where you want to have the data be ported in from. But if you click and hold, it will give you a range where you can grab the data from. Let go, then hold your shift key and put another bracket there. And that'll close out the equation. Very simple. Hit enter, and this will tally up all of the data that was considered right here, all with all the plus and minuses and the wins and losses. Now, if you begin to find that this becomes very blended together and hard to understand, you could separate out each trade. You just highlight it, drag it down a little bit, and put a space between them. But you do have to make sure that each trade has the option of direction that it was originally done. So this one was a sell at first. And if it goes to expiry, it's going to say settlement payout. If this is one that you scalped out when you did a sell in the beginning, like this one, the close of it will say buy to close. It would be the opposite of whatever you did in that direction. So in this one would be buy to close. So that's basically it. Keeping this information compiled and at your disposal will help you understand how well you're trading at this point. When you put it into this type of format, we can use it also to take copies of. We can also take the data from it and see that how well you're doing, how well you're scalping, what good contracts you're getting, and of course, if you're having any issues. That's basically it on keeping a journal with the network. In the future videos, we'll show you how to compile some of this information and start to use it for your trading experience. I'm Max Farrow. This is DEX Indicators, and I look forward to seeing you inside and trade well.